Hello everyone, and welcome to Star Trek Event Horizon, a Star Trek Adventures 2nd Edition game using the rules by Modifius Entertainment. My name is ELH, the Game Master, and joining me are three lovely individuals who are in their wrong spots, but I'll move them around as they're introduced. So we will start with Peter. Peter, who are you playing? Anything you want to shout out?
Hey everybody, I'm Peter, or Petrus Aquinas around the interwebs. And I am playing Lieutenant Commander Giral, the Temerian Chief Engineer. And anything to shout out. Recently, we just dropped on the podcast that I help with a interview with Nana Visitor, so Colonel Kira, on Deep Space Nine. And then in a couple weeks to keep an eyeball out for, I just got to interview Connor Trenier. So keep an eyeball out for that one. It was fun. So
now, Peter, I do have to ask, what is your secret to land all these guest spots?
I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. So I bumped into a guy who was doing a podcast, and his co-host left, and he was like, "Peter, you've done podcasts before." I was like, "Yeah." So I got roped in. We do Star Trek stuff, and then he knows a guy who's a journalist, and he got us into touch with a couple people's agents, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. And so I'm just along for the ride. I don't instigate basically any of it.
Nice. Living the dream.
That's the best way to do it, honestly.
Yeah. So if you want to listen, you can hear me be a complete dork, just in a different way than what you see here.
Just like here.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
I love it. All right, Ravenslore, what do you got going on?
Hi, everybody. I'm Ravens. I'm playing formal captain now, Oliver Mason of the Event Horizon. He's the token human on board. What do I have going on? Not quite as exciting as Peter's news, but over on Crucible Gaming, we have just completed the Forbidden Lands campaign, which lasted 122 episodes.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Which, to our knowledge, is the longest Forbidden Lands game that's ever been run.
That's hilarious.
If you have no life, you can watch 122 episodes.
Wow. That's really funny.
Well, I mean, let's think about it. 120 and 4 hours-ish a session. That's 480 hours, which is roughly 20 days. Did I do that
That's
right?
doable,
Yeah.
I guess.
It took us 3.5 years, but yeah.
Yeah.
2.5.
That's nice.
I have to check. Anyway.
But last but not least, Steadfast, what do you got going on?
Yep, Steadfast here, playing the Nobulan Lieutenant Commander Zephyt of the Event Horizon. Just here to have a good time. I'm chronically never online other than this, so it's nice. This is my online time. I'm in it right now. It's great.
All right, let's run that intro and we'll get started. And welcome back. So, usually I would have the players do an opening log, but I don't remember assigning anyone the opening log. So did anybody actually do one?
I thought it was a U one this week. I didn't see anything.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So, in that case, what we will do is I will do the opening narration. We start with the Cygnus station sitting in the Armstrong Patch, a little bit ways away from Visha's tier, the black hole particle fountain combination. And the event horizon is currently docked with the station. And you all are actually being greeted by one of the alien species in the Expanse. Now, you probably are wondering, well, ELH, what Expanse alien are you talking about? Well, if you all remember, there are the Mivin, the aquatic types that are, kind of sticking to their homeworld, making great dinners. Well, apparently, one of the Mivin has made it a point to come say hello. So as we kind of zoom in, we do see an esoteric, almost Xindi aquatic-like ship docked with Cygnus Station off to the right. But as we zoom into one of the conference rooms, the conference room has been reconfigured to basically be almost like an aquarium, where half of the room is a conference table where you all are seated, and then there's a big old wall of water being contained by a very thick, transparent aluminum wall, and atmospheric regulations within as well. But the alien themselves kind of looks like... how do I want to describe this? Well, kind of like a mind flayer, but a mind flayer that has been mixed with almost like a dolphin. So if you can imagine kind of a dolphin with tentacles and kind of has these weird appendages that are also kind of tentacle-like, maybe more octopus and dolphin would be a better comparison rather than mind flayer. But long story short, it's an alien dolphin that's talking to you. And the Mivin, who will introduce themselves as Mira, and I'll put it in chat for certain people's notes. Mira is happily going on about their homeworld and will sort of join in media res. And they say, well, we would be happy to host the Federation on the Mivin homeworld. We don't often get visitors, but I can promise that if you do come to visit, you will have some of the best seafood this side of the galaxy. But I am curious, Captain, and of course the rest of your crew feel free to answer as well, but what brought you to the Expanse in the first place? I mean, we're a pretty isolated area of space, and there's not a whole lot here that's, like, super awesome interesting, but I don't know, we don't really leave the home world except for diplomatic functions like this, so please, I'm curious.
Well, I mean, I would argue that the tier that you can see out the window is super awesome, amazing. We're at our heart, Starfleet are explorers, and when the opportunity, the agreement with the Romulan Empire was made that gave us access to this piece of space, then of course we're certainly coming to visit.
Interesting. Well, please have these gifts on the behalf of the Mivin people. And it's weird because the wall actually does have an airlock chamber next to it. So it motions with one of its tendrils, and there's a cycle of the airlock. And then on your side of the airlock comes in this little floating porter. Just this little droid thing, kind of looks like a Roomba, but it's anti-grav. But it comes in with 3 seashells. Now, these seashells are not like anything you would find on Earth. They are still having the golden ratio where they kind of just spiral in on itself. But these shells are... how do I want to say this? They're the size of a soccer ball or a football, depending on how you want to call it. So these are big old shells. Something big lived in these, kind of a thing. But Mira has the porter put the shells in front of you all and says, well, as a token of appreciation of being peaceful comers to the Expanse, and in the interest of hopeful further good relations with your people, I'd like to present you with a token of the Mivin's affection for you all. These shells are from the and it does not translate. Do not ask me to translate it. It comes from the and it is one of the best tasting individual species we have on our planet. Now, I did not wish to bring the actual species to you because it is a bit of a violent creature, but the shells are used among my people as tokens of esteem and tokens of rank and of importance as it is.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I don't know if we prepared a gift. We're not necessarily the leading diplomats of Starfleet or the lead explorers.
Ah.
But hopefully we would get an actual diplomatic corps to your home world at some point in the future to exchange pleasantries and gifts, talk about treaties, future agreements.
So, I'm just going to throw this out there as a GM. Would you like me to spend 2 threat to create a complication here? Because I feel like this is a complication moment.
Do it.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm going to spend 2 threat. And also, you do have 1 momentum from chat. So I'm going to spend the 2 threat that a certain ensign comes in, your favorite ensign, Ensign Koku. She comes in, and she has what appears to be we just got a thank you. You know what, Techno? That actually bolsters up my my threat. I get to stay at 6 and introduce the complication still. Thank you. But Koku comes in, and she has a big old lobster platter, just already prepared, already steamed, already prepared, just laid out magnificently. And she comes in and says, well, Captain, I have good news about the gift. They have prepared a token of their esteem and their affection for us. I figured a good lobster dinner might be a good opening volley in terms of negotiation, as it were. I mean, it's a lobster. You can't go wrong with a lobster. It tastes great.
Have we done any sort of scans of them to ensure that it's not dangerous and not in any way?
Based on the scans we took when we brought them over, I am 99.9% sure that they'll be okay.
I'm 100% sure you're not a doctor.
This is true. That's why I had it verified with a doctor.
Did it get cleared with all of the proper channels, or?
Yes, I actually have it right here, and she holds up a pad. Because I knew you were going to ask this exact situation.
Mira, I don't know if you have lobster-adjacent things on your planet.
I have no idea what a lobster is.
Well, they look like those things, but they're not red until you cook them.
Crustaceans.
You eat sea bugs.
Some people do, yes.
Well, at least on the Miven homeworld, we don't really do that. But hey, in the interest of interstellar peace and cooperation, I'll try it. I don't mind. Sure, bring it on.
Well, Koku, but put it through the airlock, I guess.
All right, Koku goes over to the airlock, cycles the lobster dish through. Moments later, we see a comical scene of just half a platter of lobster floating through the aquarium side of things. And Mira just kind of pokes at it, kind of seizes it with one of their tendrils and looks at it, and takes a very careful bite, chews on it. And then they sort of light up and they say, this is fantastic. You said this is a lobster that grows commonly on your world?
Well, common's a strong word, but they once were more common than they are now.
Well, I don't really have a way to compare, but this is like the beast of the hurrah. And the hurrah is a very, very flavorful. We use it in many of our feasts because of its pure flavor package, but this is amazing. Is this a replicated dish or a real dish? And Koku says, "Oh, it's real. I maybe kept a few lobsters because I thought the captain would want one day."
How many more lobsters do you have on the station?
5.
Okay.
We have to count for every cubic inch of storage space on this vessel. Oh, Koku.
Is it cleared? Did she smuggle in these lobsters, or did she clear it?
She may have done some creative logistics.
I will leave that up to security to handle. And operations to explain perhaps a little later why there's 5 cubic feet of space that's unaccounted for on a vessel this size.
Chat's got it right. Smuggled is such a strong word. But anyway, Mira finishes the lobster post-haste. They are really enjoying their meal and goes, well, I feel like I owe you more than just the seashells at this point, but I've enjoyed our talk, and of course, if there's anything you want to know about myself or my species, please do let me know immediately. Otherwise, I will be heading back to my homeworld. I am expected back within the next 12 hours, so do let me know if there's anything I can answer before I have to leave.
Well, certainly you don't owe us anything more. This whole situation and your presence, identifying that there was a smuggler on board, was absolutely everything I dreamed of. That is a gift that's going to keep.
And I think if Mira were capable of raising an eyebrow, they would give you a Vulcan eyebrow raise, but they're a dolphin octopus thing, so they can't really do that.
But outside of what you've already told us about your species, I think we've covered most of the things. We would love to come visit your homeworld sometime in the near future.
Well, I can take it to my people, and we can figure out a good time for you to come. Unfortunately, we're in the middle of the storm period of our planet's ecology, so unfortunately we can't really take any land visitors for the next 3 months. But as soon as the storm subside, we'd be happy to have you.
Good. That was going to be my question: is are we able to exist safely on your world? Any danger to non-aquatic beings? All of that sort of thing. But just give us a information packet. We can send it back to the Federation and try to plan a diplomatic visitation.
Of course. And to briefly answer your question, we have several artificial islands we've constructed to interface with the land dwellers, such as yourself.
That sounds nice.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it.
Very good. Well, unless there's anything else, Mira looks around, waiting to see if anybody has any questions. All right, very well. I will return to my vessel. And Captain, Lieutenant Commanders, it has been a pleasure to meet you. And you said your name was Ensign Koku, correct? Yes, Ambassador. Thank you for the lobster. It was a great treat coming all this way. Thank you, sir, madam, other. And Mira swims out of the airlock and back to their ship.
Lobster, huh?
Listen, they were technically accounted for. Technically.
Did you just tell me to listen? Ensign?
I preempted
Jaral is currently
the
pulling up the Jaral's pulling up the inventory just to see how it was accounted for.
Right.
So, Jaral, when you look at your data pad, you do see that Koku did request a creative adjustment to logistics for a 20-gallon fish tank.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is indeed accounted for.
Well, I'm sure the XO will be creative in making sure Koku behaves in the future.
But I just made an awesome inroad for our first contact. That's all. You said I needed more first contact. I'm only following your advice, sir.
That is absolutely not what you're doing. You're manipulating my words to be able to do what you want.
But the 41st rule of acquisition says that words are the pay road to success.
You need bigger ears before you start lecturing me on the rules of acquisition.
Ferengi, that's a bad argument to be taking here, I think, Ensign.
Okay, you know what? I hear what you're saying. I will simply say that I've been qualifying at a lot of things recently, as per your suggestion.
I do like qualifications.
I'm going to leave before I embarrass myself more.
She is smart.
Do remember that the rules do apply to every officer, not only some of them, and just keep that in mind moving forwards. Otherwise, we're going to have more of these awkward conversations.
Okay. And then she makes exit post haste.
That girl's gonna be one hell of an officer once she figures it out.
Yeah,
I like her a lot, but we can't treat her with kid gloves.
yeah, we got to make sure she makes it that far. This could have been different if the crustaceans were seen as some sort of negative interaction. The reason we do all the studying and checkpoints is to make sure that we're not going to mess anything up on day one. So we got lucky with this one, but
She may have done her due diligence. She would overstudy more than understudy.
And actually, yeah, she would have handed the medical pad to you, Zephyr, and looking at the pad, she did get every doctor, both on the station and the Event Horizon, to sign off on it.
But I get your point.
yeah.
But perhaps we should start with just knocking on the damn door before she comes in her room.
Yeah, that's also very true.
That would be a good start.
And maybe saying
failing knocking using the intercom button.
yes. Or the intercom button. Anyway. What do we have on our plate today? There's got to be a crisis of some sort.
Right, what's on fire?
Nothing on the ship is on fire at the moment.
2 ships, no fires. That's
Not too bad.
statistically improbable.
Statistically improbable, but not impossible. I quickly look at my pad.
Nothing is on
Right.
fire.
Nice.
We seem to be in a smooth situation.
Well, I mean, barring that first contact, I don't think there's anything else on the docket. I mean, if we have the freedom to take the ship wherever you want, Captain, if we need to.
The only thing that, if you wish to address it any further, is the temporal modulator that we used with the drive for our visitor from the future, as it is currently sitting in a box.
That does bring up something I wanted to discuss. Our ears only.
Lock the door. No more ensigns walking in without knocking.
I am also going to, at the control panel in front of me, do a quick check to make sure that our good ensign hasn't decided to listen in to see if we need anything.
Right. I think she's learned her lesson with eavesdropping.
Okay, just double checking.
I'm not sure that's true, but
Right, yeah.
Listen, is it really
feels like a reach.
eavesdropping if the logs are public and they just happen to be, automatically? Anyway, I'm getting in. Continue.
if they just happen to go across my console,
Yeah.
reading them is anyway. Yeah. So, I've done a lot of calculations, and I've run a lot of simulations on the coaxial drive.
Mm-hmm.
The science works. We've proven it works, but it's long term. It's stable. In a relatively short period of time, we will be able to move things larger than the station, larger than signals.
Right.
There's essentially no limitation. Well, there's a limitation, but essentially no limitation to what we can move with coaxial drive. Almost any distance. Armed with anything we want. There is no scenario that I've run that this thing doesn't turn into a weapon that kills billions. Every time.
Yeah,
Every major empire is going to fight over this technology. They're either going to steal it or they're going to develop them themselves, and there's going to be war over it. This thing should not exist.
I think morally, I think that you're correct in one way or another. But I mean, yes, we have it right now, and it could potentially become dangerous in the future. And there is a high likelihood that other cultures will find it if they haven't already discovered it already. So, what are you proposing? I mean, I think that we with the Event Horizon are in the best position possible to stop it from getting into hands of other individuals due to precisely what you said, the ability to go long distances instantly and solve that problem. I think that we're ahead of the curve. Are you proposing we try to use it to slow down other cultures' advancement, or?
The genesis of coaxial technology was created due to a series of almost impossible to replicate events.
Mm-hmm.
If one of those events didn't happen, or the lessons learned from those events was lost, my prediction is it would take at least 20 more years before someone could come up with coaxial by themselves.
That's taking into account the specific Delta Quadrant species that invented it.
I don't expect, my calculations don't show that they intend to share that with us outside of what they've already shared.
Okay.
So you're saying if one of the pieces of the puzzle never got found, then it would be far longer and far more difficult for the coaxial drive to have become a working device, right?
It will happen at some point.
Right. Yes.
Because it's technology, it's not magic. Right? A god didn't come down from the heavens and bestow it upon us.
Mm-hmm.
So someone will figure it out.
True.
My concern is what happens now that Pandora's box has been opened. And I'm not saying this needs to be solved today.
Mm-hmm.
But technically it doesn't have to be solved until yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Well, the unfortunate, I mean, we're kind of the ones that opened Pandora's box and are messing with Pandora's box most openly right now, as far as we know. So we're attributing to the issues, right? I mean, the more species that see us operating with a coaxial drive, then the more likely it becomes that someone can replicate our working technology, right? So,
and this ship was built, this drive was built at Starfleet.
mm-hmm.
There is no world where Starfleet doesn't have security holes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this technology is protected, and perhaps only some parts of it has gotten out, but I can't imagine that this thing is a secret.
Yeah, I think let's say Starfleet says that 100 people know about it. We assume 10,000 then. No. There's no way for them to accurately keep things like this quiet, and they're going to lowball us forever and forever. So that's, I think, a very fair assessment.
Even if a single person outside of Starfleet is aware of this, then, and they are, because we used it and dropped ourselves next to Earth, for God's sake.
Yep.
Then we have seen a Romulan use it.
That may have been a post-credits.
Klingon about it.
That may have been a post-credit scene.
Yeah, that was a post-credit scene.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Peter win the metagaming.
Yep.
We talked to
Been a
the
day.
Klingon about it, right? So, what, Shukas, right, was his name? Son of Draro or whatever?
Oh, for sure. The
Yeah,
commander.
he was a Klingon that worked on it. He was not a Federation, he's not a Starfleet member. He was a Klingon engineer that studied the theory, and he was on our ship and on the station inquiring about a position. So that's at least another species that knows about it. And
I think it's safe to assume that the technologies know how to replicate it is any other species would be years behind.
correct.
That said, they will catch up.
Hmm.
The question
So what
is
do you-
how fast.
So what are you proposing? Are you proposing that we limit our usage, quiet down our vocalization of how we travel? I mean, keep it
I think that cat's
quieter.
out of the bag.
I know. I mean, we've every first contact we've done so far, we've had to explain our presence in this sector. So that's contamination upon contamination.
My proposal, or proposal's a strong word. My thought is that the world, the galaxy, the universe would be safer without this technology. Meaning that our priority needs to be able to determine a way to have it not exist, to never have it existed.
Are you suggesting what I'm thinking you're suggesting, Captain?
That would be very illegal.
We're just having a hypothetical conversation, right?
You asked what the best case scenario would be. The best case scenario would be that coaxial drive didn't exist.
Hmm.
And it has nothing to do with a time ball that's sitting in a box next to the closet of the coaxial drive.
Mm-hmm.
See, I hate when you guys do this because I want to jump in and be the devil's advocate, but I can't because you locked the door and blocked
Right,
Koku.
yeah.
Which means
Yeah.
unless I spend threat for Q, I can't chip in here.
So I wonder, while it would ultimately be good, there are many records, having looked a little bit into the Department of Temporal Investigations in my off time.
Mhm.
There have been several instances of generally non-intentional altering of the past, and the ripple effect, shall we say, often causes things that weren't foreseen. So, do we know, hypothetically, if someone were to stop certain people from getting the trick to a particular piece of technology that is sitting on top of this drive to get it to function, would that cause other things to happen, such as a certain vessel not returning home, amongst other things?
The timing of how this technology would have to be interrupted would be important.
Yes.
Admiral Janeway's return from the Delta Quadrant is absolutely necessary.
It's a very important event, yes.
Now, that said, any tampering with the past certainly has an effect on the future.
Yes.
And while the records that you've been exploring probably show that there has been very few instances of people traveling in the past deliberately to change a future event, I can assure you that the records I have access to shows that has happened way more than you would like to expect.
I don't doubt it, from the very from what I've determined from some very tangential comments made in some early 22nd century logs, there's definitely been more incursions than Starfleet would like into the timeline.
Yes, there was all kinds of stupid back then.
Yes. Which then also begs another question of, if a technology becomes so widespread that it's used by everyone, can we stop it? Even if we wanted to.
Here's my thought. And again, this is all hypothetical. There will be a time, I can guarantee you this, that the coaxial drive becomes too dangerous to exist for anyone. And I can estimate that time relatively accurately. I also know between the Event Horizon and Cygnus Station, we have at least two of the best brains in Starfleet. Between myself and Coco.
You see, Giral was starting to like count on his fingers, and then just kind of surreptitiously puts his hand below the table again.
Oh.
No,
I believe that between Mason, man, he's such a dick. Between the two of us, I believe that we can determine the right time and place to bring a scalpel and make an incision that would cause the least amount of damage.
You and let's say theoretically you and Koku find the most ideal location to use this scalpel perfectly, right? You both are then altering the past, the future, branching into a different timeline. You could be causing more issues than you could possibly fathom, right? There's so much that would be impossible to determine with it. So what? I mean, there's a reason that the whole temporal accords exist, and that all is a piece of contention that we're supposed to interact with as little as possible. It's because there's no great way to predict it. Are you saying that you and Koku would be able to predict all possible variables?
I think if there's anyone in Starfleet, the two of us would have the best chance of doing so.
We would likely
I also
have
think
to brief
if it's,
Starfleet for the Krenim files if we can find them.
Koku probably has them. But I also think if a decision was made, again, this is hypothetical, and we chose a course of action, and we're about to execute on this plan, if it would cause an unforeseen upheaval event that we couldn't predict. The good thing about having a temporal organization is they just stop you before you do it.
Well, it's funny you say
you
that.
can kind of mess with time all you like.
I think I've detected where the threat span is going to be.
I'm going to spend some threat, and you do get interrupted, but not in the way you were expecting, where the entire station shudders, it goes to red alert, and immediately you get a call from the lieutenant commander. Says, senior staff, please report to ops. We are under attack from the Ver.
That's a bold choice.
Our way.
So we do a jump cut of you appearing into the ops of Cygnus Station, and the station rocks a little bit again as the Ver ship opens fire again. Now, these shots are not meant to really damage, they're just meant to shake you. But the Ver ship is, it's about the size of a Galaxy class. It is almost like a horseshoe crab if the horseshoe crab had multiple pincers. It's kind of like a lobster, kind of a fusion, if you will. But they are hailing, and the ensign, I guess we'll just make Koku the ensign. Koku's like, sir, they are hailing us. Would you like me to patch it through?
Oh, that's great.
All right. Appearing on screen is a not aquatic individual. In fact, they look more like Bigfoot mixed with some kind of Ferengi. But they sort of look at you in contempt and say, "My name is Pierre Tren, and it has come to my understanding that you are in the Expanse and have not paid tribute to the Ver people. This must be corrected immediately."
Do they like lobster?
Yeah, fought. Yeah. The best way out of conflict. Giving people shellfish, man. Be a good time.
We apologize. I was not aware that I was supposed to be paying tribute to the Ver.
Well, we heard from you from that Meven vessel that came through not an hour ago, and we made sure they paid tribute to us as well.
And you demand this tribute because you are the ruling body of the Expanse.
Of course, the Ver people are the peacekeepers of this expanse.
You just shot my station. That doesn't seem like peacekeeping to me.
It is a token of appreciation for your very good defensive systems, which are still inferior to my weapons.
Outstanding. You shoot me again, and I will give you a very big token of appreciation.
Jaral is running passive scans on their ship to see if that's actually the case.
Okay. Jaral, if you could give me a reason, and I'll give you engineering on this one. I will also give you reverse engineering as a focus.
Yes.
Let me look, since you're doing this from Cygnus Station, let me pull up Cygnus Station here.
Oh, that's right.
Cygnus Station will be assisting you with a sensor's security. And whoever wants to do Cygnus Station, remember, one die always has a focus. Difficulty. Difficulty of 3.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Chat just gave me Evil Redeemed again.
Nice.
Complication range of 18 to 20.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to use a momentum to get an extra die, because I don't like the complication range. And we all know what happens when I roll.
Yeah.
So,
In fact, chat, what are we thinking? Two complications? 3 complications? I mean, it is Peter.
Depends on how many dice are you rolling, Peter? I'd say at least. Oh yeah, two for sure. Yeah, you're gonna get 2 for sure.
Nice switch to the German 3, by the way.
Yeah. It was just like all mushed together, so I was like, this is just easier to see. Okay. Here goes nothing.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Right.
Unexpected.
And then whoever's getting Cygnus.
You got it, Ravens. I didn't even pull up a sheet yet.
Okay.
I mean, I could also roll it too if we want to just
That's
up
true.
the ante on me rolling badly.
Please don't.
All right. Let's see if we can go one session without a Peter when the dice fell roll.
So that is 4 successes, which means you do get your momentum right back.
Nice.
So, Jaral, what you are detecting is that it does have a contemporary for a Galaxy class, so about 40 years removed at this point, because I believe the Galaxy was 2350 something, around that time.
Late 50s, yeah.
So, 40 years removed, it's still a very powerful vessel, but it is not as, say, advanced as Cygnus Station, as advanced as the Event Horizon is. You think that working together, Cygnus Station and the Event Horizon could easily chase off this threat? Hell, if you were really good about it and had a really good tactical officer and a helmsman, Zephyr, you might actually just be able to chase them off just with the Event Horizon, despite its small stature.
I am going to text that to people's terminals.
Right. Oh, Captain, I'm mute comms. Captain, I'm happy to take the Event Horizon and undock from the station if you want a deterrent.
Oh, I don't think that'll be necessary.
Okay.
But if you would like to target their weapon systems with the station's phaser banks and send them a token of appreciation, I wouldn't be against it.
Oh, understood. No worries. Absolutely.
So I want to be clear here. Are you giving them a friendly poke back?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they gave us a poke. We'll yeah.
Okay.
They said it was nice of them to shoot us, so we want to be
Right.
nice too.
Yeah, well, this is first contact protocols.
Yeah, we're learning your greeting rituals. You say
Yeah.
shoot, we go okay.
If you
High
want
five.
to.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, Signa
bear.
Station's rolling weapons security, and then Zephit, you are rolling a control and security. This is a difficulty of 2, but I am going to spend 2 threat to make the complication range again in 18 to 20.
Copy.
I think you're at 2 momentum by my count at the moment.
Are we? I must have bumped it up too much.
All right, I've got shipboard tactical systems. You said Diff 3?
Div 2. It's the complication range that it is 18 to 20.
Gotcha. I will give you a threat for third die for my roll.
Okay.
Skadoosh.
Okay. Already getting a momentum. And then Signa Station, whenever... Again, it is weapons security for the station.
You got that, Peter?
I have the ship up right now.
Weapon security.
Yeah, you got it.
I mean, surely not another 20. Surely.
18 to 20, right? Was
18
it?
to 20, yeah. Okay,
Nice.
well, that gets you up to 4
Okay.
momentum.
I didn't touch it. We're okay.
Yeah, Peter didn't touch
Right.
it, so it didn't break. All right, so let me put this in chat because we have to break it down. So the phaser banks are 7 damage by default with versatile 2 and medium on it. So the medium is just the range. The versatile 2 just means that you have 2 floating momentum, can't be stored, that can be used to buy things such as piercing, such as additional damage, things of that nature. So let me quickly pull up the chart because I believe they've changed a lot of the spends when it comes to momentum spends in combat. Let me just verify real quickly. What page are you on? You are on page 290 something. No, that's not what I wanted. Give me just one moment here. I'm a little bit on the back foot, but I want to make sure you guys have all the options in front of you.
Cool.
Because would it kill Modiphius to just say, here's the momentum spend table and put it in the index? Would it?
Yeah, it shouldn't. It should be nice and easy.
Yeah, it should
That's
just
what I
be-
keep wanting on the Game Master screen. It's just not there.
Yeah, it's just not there. All right, hold on. If I can't find an answer, I'm just going to quickly make a rule and we'll keep moving.
307. Added damage and devastating attack. It's the only 2 I see.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you know what? They probably just said, hey, personal conflict is the same, so...
Right.
These are in addition yet.
Okay, let me see if I can... Do you know a page number on that by chance?
307 for the starship, the extra starship ones, and then 293 for the player ones.
Okay, I've been skipping past. There it is. I found it. All right, sorry about that. So, you could enhance the severity up to 8 by using that versatile 2. You could create a trait in the scene that would be via versatile 2. That's always an option. You could keep the initiative and attack again or perform another task. That's always an option. I would also say that there is a disarm combat momentum spend in personal conflict. I think it's fun if you are able to disarm in starship combat as well. In certain degrees anyway.
Try to like disable the weapons so they can stop saying hello to us.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that felt like that's what the order was as well, right? Like target the weapons and stop them from firing at us.
Okay.
I think that works.
All right. So, we see that the phaser banks of Cygnus Station pop up, and I should say that the phaser banks are very much hidden until they pop up. So right above the promenade, or no, I guess it's right below the promenade, because I have to remember where it is on the ring. Yeah, it's right below the promenade. Basically, these panels open up on Cygnus Station, and out pop these turret-like instances. Kind of look like an old, like, Wisconsin-class battleship kind of turret. Cool. So they're big old cannons. But they fire the greeting, quote-unquote, and you instantaneously not only knock out their shields completely, but you also disable their weapon systems.
Nice.
Which means you caused a breach. Well done. Would you roll me a d20, please, Mr. Zeffit?
Indeed. Let's see. Was it /RD20, right?
Yep.
R1d20.
R1d20, yep. Oh, no?
/R space 1d20.
Yeah.
There you go. We got there.
So, you may or may not have blown a hole in a very big bulkhead that's now leaking atmosphere.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, I forgot to put him in chat, but that's the peer's name is Trend.
Gotcha.
Peer being a rank of some kind.
Trend's like a steroid.
You fire this volley, and there's shaking on the view screen as the peer's ship is knocked all hell and back, and he says, "What are you doing? We were firing warning shots, and you hit us with the full power of your fully operational battle station. This is not what we expected."
Oh, sorry, we were trying to be nice. But
You have done a grave affront to my people. We will not forget this.
I mean, we were just about to give you tribute, but I thought we were saying hello. Sorry, I'm new at this first contact thing. But I'm Canadian, so typically if you punch me in the nose, I'm going to punch you in the nose. And we'll keep doing this until we're best buds.
Right, yeah.
That's how we make friends up north.
You said it was your greeting? You know, we just wanted to follow suit, man. Show you that we're cool.
I'm sorry I'm new at this first contact, but I'm Canadian.
Yeah. That's great.
Temba, his arms wide.
Okay, I'm good. Presence command. Definitely presence command. Difficulty. Well, you caused a breach, so difficulty of 4, I think, is appropriate here.
Four, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I do have a focus in diplomacy now.
You do.
Nice.
And I am trying to talk, so the pen is mightier than the sword.
It is. You could use your determination here.
So I think I will spend my determination on this. That's difficulty 4. That's still not a guarantee by any means, guys.
Buy momentum. Use it. It's there.
We've got momentum. We could use that. We've got 4, I think.
You do have 4. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I could spend 3 for a couple extra dice. That should do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you could give threat if we want to, you know.
Yeah. You could give threat, and then I could, if there's 3 in the pool, I could give you your determination back with executive officer.
All right. So I could take 1 and give him 2 threat. He is low on threat. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hearing 1 momentum, 2 threat.
Focus, determination, and I'm buying 2 dice.
Mm-hmm. Now's where the... oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, take the 3 momentum, get your focus back, your determination back. You deserve that.
3-1.
That's hilarious.
3-1.
Elbows up,
That
boys.
is-
Elbows up.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do the math in my head because it's 1 in 400 for 2 of the same die. It's 1 in 8,000.
That's miraculous. Yeah.
It is 1 in 8,000 to roll 3 1s. Chat, correct me if I'm
Canadians
wrong
are
on that
very
math,
nice.
But wow, just
The Commander Mason is smarter than that.
Goldenrod. Tell me the odds.
Anyway,
That's
now that
fantastic.
I'm past that momentary just sheer shock of triple ones.
Wow.
I think Pierre Tren, straightens up his uniform like an angry not Frenchman and says, "Very well. We will allow you to pay us tribute, but the tribute has gone up significantly."
Oh, you didn't say what it was to begin with.
Well, initially we were just going to take whatever it was that you subsist for currency, but now we want something more.
I mean, I do have some delicacies from Earth, which is like 50,000 light years that way. Impossible to get in this section of space.
Koku slowly starts pulling out a lobster from beneath the desk. It's still alive. It's got bands on its claws, but it's still like moving.
Why is that on the bridge?
Because you need a tactical lobster.
Right. Did she say you need a tactical lobster?
A tactical lobster, yeah. You never know when you're going to need a tactical lobster.
She might need time in the brig. I don't know.
When would you ever need, like, what is the situation that, anyway, we have lobster. I mean, that's what we, that's
really
what
good.
we gave to the Miven as a token of appreciation. It's the most valuable thing we have on board.
Ooh, so you said something very important there. The most valuable thing on board. And that is a language that the Ver people understand.
Yep.
The question is, do I make this a roll? I will roll for the pier. It's just going to be a very simple roll. Just a standard 2d20. Let's expand out of that 18. That is a 5 and a 13. Only one success. They needed 2. So the pier says, "You say this lobster is a delicacy on your world, something so valuable that it cannot be found anywhere else but your world?"
To my knowledge, yes.
Then we will take all the lobster that you have.
All of my lobster?
All of your lobster.
But I haven't had a lobster.
Right.
The alternative is giving us your special transport technology. What did the Miven say? Coaxial Warp or something? Yes, we would like that instead. So it is your choice. Lobster
Captain.
or coaxial drive.
Captain, it would be very sad for us to give up all 2 of our lobsters, but unfortunately, I think that's the only choice we have.
God damn it. Outsmarted.
Could we also potentially negotiate with a recipe to make the lobster as we gave it to the Miven so that they can cook it themselves? And so then we exchange the recipe for one, so then it's one lobster and a recipe. That is exceptionally valuable.
The recipe is even more rare. That is true.
Or we could just give him the fucking lobster.
Right.
Pardon my language. Forget we were in ops.
Right.
Sorry, I also had a literal jet over my head. But no, so is the plan to sell a lobster with a recipe to Pierre Tren?
Yes.
I'm happy to give them
Funny.
the lobster we have here. I don't see any reason to keep lobsters. Unless the guys really want to play this up, like Mason's happy to have them do whatever they want here. These people are not a threat.
I mean, it's kind of, they're a jerk, and so it's like, yeah, let's not give them all the lobster just because they're jerks. But
You know
That's
what?
valid,
I'm going to
yeah.
spend 2 threat. That Koku is going to come over with the tactical lobster and say, "But no, sir, this is the best lobster that I have. I grew it from a very small little crustacean. We can't just give it away."
Seriously?
I'm acting here. Buy into it.
Oh, your pet lobster.
Yeah, it's the most valuable thing I have.
And your species only bonds with one creature in its entire life.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be devastated.
I will be absolutely devastated. I might have to resign my commission.
Our funeral
Fuck,
games
I
will
went
last
the balls.
14 days. Yeah.
Koku, I can tell you sincerely that peace with the Ver is way more important than your commission. I'm sorry. You're going to have to give up the lobster.
Is that an order, sir? Am I gonna have to say goodbye to Clippy?
I'm afraid so, Vincent.
And I think Koku, fake tears in her eye, but she winks at you before she turns back to the view screen and just waving Clippy at the Ver. You got Clippy this time, but I swear on Clippy's life that moving forward you have made an enemy of me and all of the Bajorans.
No,
There you go.
no, Coco, dial that down a little.
Yeah. Calm it down. Bring it to a 6. You're at like an 11. Yeah.
As for his part, though, Pierre Tran is like sitting there and like stroking his Fu Manchu, going, "Ah, yes, this is very, very good. If something is that valuable to this Ensign Koku, then it will fetch a very, very good price back on my homeworld. Yes, transport it immediately, this Clippy thing."
Yeah, we'll put it in the hold with the hole in it.
Off his claws.
I think Koku hears you, pulls off the rubber bands on its claws.
That's great.
Again, hamming it up, goes over to the transporter, sets it down, and then is like, "Ready to go, sir."
Energized.
Gerald snaps a salute.
Right. Goodbye, my friend. You will be remembered.
Now, two very important questions. Where are you beaming Clippy? And is Clippy in attack mode?
I think that depends on what Koku did to it before she down.
Well, it's your call.
Coco's or the Clippy's fighting for his life for sure because he's going to a stew pot. But I assume we just drop him on the bridge, right?
Yeah, just
Right, but I mean, you could drop it on the pier's bridge, but wouldn't it be funny if it was on the pier's head?
We're trying to de-escalate something here.
What about, is he sitting or standing? It could be on his lap. Like, here, have this present.
on his lap. There you go.
He's sitting, so you could deliver it to his
Or
lap.
does he? Or does he have a table in front? I mean, we probably can't tell.
Lap is a good compromise.
Wow, that's a good call. Okay, all right. If you spend 2 momentum, you will beam Clippy to the pier's lap.
Sure.
That's actually the best use of momentum we've ever done in our. So yeah.
The perfect use.
Right. This is what the game was intended for. What do you mean?
You know, just beaming, Catskill lobsters everywhere. Just, All right, Clippy goes, dematerializes, rematerializes. Pierre looks down and goes, "Ah, it is a fearsome creature. Oh, what are you doing? Stop biting me. What are you doing? No, stop it." And he starts flailing, and the communication cuts off. And then the Ver ship turns away and goes to warp very quickly.
That was the strangest first contact I've ever had in my entire life.
And we still have 4 lobsters.
Yeah, we still have 4 lobsters.
Oh, they're not going to make it through supper, I don't think.
No, probably not.
Unless you want to breed them or something. Koku, why? Whatever.
I mean, sir, I do have that form ready if you want to give me more extra storage space.
I mean, figure it out with the commander of the station. They can't be on the event horizon.
But you are the leading ranking officer while on board the station, therefore it has to go through you.
Technically true. But unless it comes from the XO, I'm not going to read it.
Lieutenant Commander, I have a report for you. And at this point, Naral has just been in his office this entire time doing Naral things, and he comes out and says, "What have I missed? I feel like I've missed something both stupendous and amazing at the same time." And Koku, still hamming it up, goes, "They took Clippy, our tactical lobster." And he's just like, "I'm sorry, Ensign, I don't understand. A tactical lobster, you say?" "Yes, Wait a second, what am I doing? I don't have to ham it up. Yes, we traded a lobster so that the Ver would stop attacking us, sir." "I see, and you come to me with what?" "A requisition to breed lobsters, sir." "Sure. All right, Captain, I got permission. We're going to have more lobsters now."
Well,
Yeah, I'll review that report when it comes across my desk.
And then, as everybody's still just trying to de-escalate and figure out what the hell just happened, you do get a distress call. And Koku, of course, dives over her console so she can get to it and looks at it and goes, "Sir, Mira's ship is sending out a distress call. My guess is either they ran into the Ver or they were the Miven that the Ver were talking about."
How far away are they?
They are approximately 1 light year away, so quick jump.
Let them know we're on the way. Zip it.
Yes, sir.
Let's go say hi.
Let's do it.
All right. So, just so that I have this correctly, you're just taking the event horizon, or are you going to, like, show of force, boom, drop the entire station kind of a thing?
We are still attached, so it could go either way.
That's true.
I mean, I really want to drop the station on their head.
Do it. Go with your heart.
It is really funny, yeah.
Do it.
I mean, yeah, we might as well, right?
Yeah.
So, let me pull up the rules once more so that we're all on the same page here. All right, so the way this works is I need a control in science, most likely from the good captain. I need the event horizon to give me an engines and science. The good news is that this is just a difficulty of 0, so don't roll a complication.
Nice. And the ship doesn't have a focus anymore for this, right?
No, a ship always has a focus.
Oh, the ship always has a focus, right? Okay.
Well...
Oh, no.
See, here's the thing, is that because Mason got 0 successes, that 1 success from the event horizon doesn't matter.
Ah.
Now, Mason, you could technically use your determination to re-roll, but you would have to tap a value here.
Well,
Assuming you didn't want to just fail.
I did first officer to have him get it back on that big.
Yes.
Right, that's what I'm saying, though. It's like you would have to tap
yeah.
a value to then re-roll, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Question is, what value would Mason even tap here is the question.
There really isn't one. Well, it is science related. It's science related, so I can use the I'm smarter, I'm sure. Or the pen again, right?
Yeah.
Pen is mightier than a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll just re-roll it, right?
Okay, yeah. Just re-roll as many of your dice as you wish. Probably both. Okay, so we go from 0 successes up to 3, so you get 3 momentum back for your trouble. And the event horizon still docked with Cygnus Station. Everything kind of zooms in on itself, folds in on itself, as we saw within the intro. And then moments later, you re-pop open next to Mira's ship. And sure enough, there are 2 Ver raiders that were harassing her vessel, but you basically just boomfed into existence, and the Ver are now like reeling and trying to reform battle lines. But Mira quickly hails and goes, "Oh, Captain Mason, thank you. You could not have come at a better time. The Ver were insisting that I pay further tribute, and they were asking that I hand over any lobsters that you had, or that I had. Sorry."
Is it common for these people to demand tribute after already receiving tribute?
I mean, they're vicious pirates. They take what they can get. They're opportunists.
And are they in any way the legal representation of this sector of space?
No, that would be the Ogre. The Ogre are the caretakers of the space, but this is also why the Miven don't really leave our homeworld, is that we're not really equipped to deal with multiple raiders.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay, I'll be here.
Too bad we don't have any tribbles.
Triples.
Now, Peter, you do have 5 momentum.
I do.
You could create a trait that you have triples.
Koku has smuggled tribbles onto the ship.
No, this would not be Koku's fault. I would be clear, that would not be Koku's fault. It would be Jiral's fault.
You think Mason's mad about the lobster?
How could you keep a self-replicating creature?
Are you insane?
Maybe. Because if we do put tribbles on their ships, it will definitely stop them from fighting.
Yeah. But then think about the greater ecological ramifications of this action.
There is also we have no idea what happens when they take these things home.
Right. It could be very bad in this happy new sector of space.
Devastate the entire planet.
Somewhere a Klingon heard the call to victory, got on a ship, and just started warping in this direction for the next great tribble hunt.
Where's the Hanasto?
Hanasto drops through time, drops in with its coaxial drive, and just full-on scale 17 vessel just starts blowing up all the Ver.
We're here. We heard they were stupid little tribbles.
You have tribbles on this planet. They cannot be.
Oh, I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't get the reference. We have Kern in chat, and we have Zephyt or Steadfast, and they were in the Hanasto game, and the Hanasto had Coaxial Warp, so.
And we did have that tribble moon arc.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm all for the walls, but we don't have to.
Go with your heart, Peter. Go with your heart.
It is very funny, and we couldn't stop you if we wanted to.
I mean, you can. It's not up to me. This is a group thing.
Listen, pros, really funny, would definitely probably lower their pirate efficiency. Cons could come back to bite us in the ass later on, and certainly will. Yes. Yeah, exactly, right.
Absolutely will.
Completely destabilize the entire sector, but...
Okay. We can table the tribbles for a later time.
But now we know you've got the tribble in your back pocket.
Now I know that I can spawn tribbles with 5 momentum. Pocket tribble.
I don't think we need something quite so excessive.
We don't need to break the Geneva Conventions just for
that. Not yet.
That's right, yeah.
Not yet.
I mean, Geneva Convention would be throwing Moopsie at them, let's be clear.
Yeah,
true.
Which I wouldn't do. That would be horrific.
It's not a war crime the first time.
Right, it's true, yeah.
New rule in the Federation Intergalactic Law Code. You cannot willingly beam tribbles onto someone else's ship to stop them from combat.
I'm sure that's written down somewhere.
I feel like you can talk them down.
Yeah, let's just hail these guys.
Okay. So you are hailing the 2 Ver vessels?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So appearing on screen is Pierre Tren once more. He has subsequently gotten rid of Clippy, but you see very satisfyingly he has pinch marks on his face. Nice. He says, "Well, fancy seeing you again. I thought you were done giving us tribute. Are you here to give us your coaxial drive as well?"
Here, my understanding is that these good people have already paid tribute, and I see that you're continuing to harass them.
Well, you see, the tribute they gave before was faulty. It did not work as expected, therefore we had to get better tribute.
I'm not sure. How does that work exactly? You demand something,
simple.
You receive it.
They gave me something that broke, and I want something that's not broken.
So you broke it?
That is neither here nor there.
Oh, no, it's here and here. And pretty sure soon it's going to be up the aft of your starship, unless you start behaving.
Little gunboat diplomacy, I love it.
Yeah.
Presence Command, of course. Event Horizon's Communications Command. I think that's a first for the Event Horizon.
Wow. Man.
Yep, and it's power stats.
Yeah, total power stats. Difficulty of 4.
4.
At least no complication from the Event Horizon, so that's something.
I haven't rolled one yet.
Well, now you've jinxed it.
Knock on wood.
I'm going to have to challenge a value here.
You do have 5 momentum.
Still, difficulty 4 is not easy, right?
Oh, well, I mean, you have a focus.
Yeah, you can. I
We
believe
also
you.
haven't burned the momentum, so we didn't get triples. There is 5.
So 5. What's 3 dice? Is what? 1, 3, 6?
Yep, it would be 6 meta currency total.
All right, we'll give you a threat.
Okay.
We'll burn her all.
Very important roll here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So you're
Nice.
fine. You're fine. That's 7 successes. You get 3 of that momentum right back.
Beautiful.
So I think Tren crosses his arms and says, "Am I to understand that if I do not leave immediately, you are going to be giving me another Federation poke? Is this correct?"
I want to make something very clear to you and yours, and you can pass this on to your government. I am not here in any way to alter the power dynamics of this expanse. However, if you make a deal with someone, you're going to have to follow up with that deal. This kind of backstabbing behavior, we call that piracy. And in my world, by my rules, that's illegal, and I am obligated to stop that trade. So we could be friends, or you could be a pirate.
And I think he just reaches off screen to Clippy. Clippy is still gnashing its claws and says, "You have made a very interesting decision, Captain Mason. But we will not forget this. None of my people will. We will feast upon your Clippy. We will enjoy eating it with every single bite. And then we will be coming after you with the full force of the Ver Armada." And the transmission cuts, and they leave. The Ver ships turn and warp off in various directions.
Should have given him triples.
I'm curious what kind of armada they might have access to, but let's make sure Mira is okay.
Was the other vessel the same, like similar make of the?
It was
the
an
one
exact copy, basically.
Okay, gotcha.
But you get Mira back on the horn, and Mira's like, "Well, I don't know what you said or did, but they left way faster than I was anticipating."
Apparently, they're gonna amass their armada and come kick my ass or something.
Oh, well, I wouldn't worry about that too much. I mean, they are pirates and they are opportunists, but they're not stupid. I mean, I did see the damage you did to one of those vessels, so I can only assume that they're just trying to bluster.
I suggested to them that if they make deals with someone, they should uphold the letter of that particular deal.
Ooh, well, that's why they're threatening the Armada then. They don't like deals.
Oh, they just want bribes.
Yeah. Sorry, I probably should have told you that. That's my mistake.
It's okay. I don't like bullies much.
Well, I mean, I do appreciate you coming to my rescue. Is that engineer, Lieutenant Commander Giral, was it? Do you think?
Yes.
Do you think I could borrow him and have him patch up my ship so I can get home?
Yeah, he loves spacesuits. He's
Yeah, I
He's a
love
big fan.
being in environmental suits because nothing ever goes wrong. I'll be right over.
All right.
I'll come along.
Great. Now we have the 2 brain cells that always cause problems when we're outside.
Yeah, right.
I'm staying here. Just
Yeah.
Every time the 2 of us are outside, something goes wrong.
It's usually not the greatest, but
All right, well, we see the Event Horizon, or I guess no, you're coming from the station. We see you literally open an airlock on the station, Zephit and Giral in environmental suits. You push off using thruster packs and begin moving towards Mira's ship. Mira's ship kind of looks like a jellyfish, almost like Spock's jellyfish, actually, from the movie. Just a little bit different. But you see it is leaking water, or is leaking their equivalent of atmosphere. And you see that the area inside the ship where the breach is, they are already trying to move bulkheads and weld in place.
Cool. So we're going to try to seal it from the outside. Have they provided us with metal, or did we need to bring...
You would have had to bring it with you.
Okay, so we brought some plating with us to fuse to their hull. Okay. All right, so I will bring out my plasma torch and whatever other tools I need to start sealing this hopefully not too difficult breach.
Now, here's the thing. It is a lot of water that's pouring out.
Oh, right. Oh, no.
And you're going to need somebody to hold that plate in place so that you can get a good weld on it. So here's the roll. Zephit,
Okay.
you are rolling a fitness and security. Jaral,
Okay.
you're rolling a control and engineering. The difficulty is only a 3.
Okay.
Where's the butt?
No,
Okay,
there is no
okay.
but. It is just.
I felt
right now.
I had a bad feeling. Okay.
So, would my starship construction and or jury rigging come into play
Both
here?
would apply.
Okay, so I have at
I
least
have survival maybe as a focus.
Sure, why not?
All right.
We've used tactical lobsters as a gag. I can't say no to survival.
that's valid. That's valid.
Okay, do we want to use a momentum here? Or do you risk it?
Yeah. Is it 2 separate rolls, diff 3s, or is it just one and then one of us is?
One is assisting.
Well, I should probably just assist you, right? I'm assuming your roll
Yep.
much higher than mine.
I'm trying to beat a 16, so
Yeah. I'm at a 14, so I'll assist you.
should we use a momentum for a die? I mean, we've got it.
Yeah. I say yes.
Okay. All right, it's 3 dice. Focus. Normal complication range.
Oh, whoa! What's happening today?
I'm amazed. What is this? This is a Peter roll. What is this?
I burned all my bad luck in hitting every single detour on the way home.
Right, there you go. The universe gave you some happies.
Yeah, well, whatever the hell's happening, that is 6 successes, so you actually get 3 momentum back. And yeah, Zephit, you hold the plate in place, and as water rushes around the plate and over you all, Jaral, you use your plasma torch to begin sealing the breach, and you sort of move in conjunction with one another so that you're able to get a full weld, and you repeat that process twice more. And then on the third one, the water's not coming out as much. On the fourth plate, the water has stopped leaking completely.
Nice.
Going to all right, Gerald Mira, we've got your hull sealed from the outside.
And we've got it sealed from the inside. That is remarkable efficiency.
Indeed.
I will have to throw you a very big feast in 3 months.
I look forward to it.
Well, please do send my regards to your captain, and do tell him that I definitely appreciate your assistance. You as well, Lieutenant Commander Zephit.
Happy to help. It's the Starfleet way.
Also, if you ever do have more lobsters, just by chance, if you ever have more lobsters, we would be interested in maybe having some.
We can definitely make inquiries.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, you guys are the best.
No problem.
You be safe out there.
All right. And as you all float back to the station, we zoom in to Cargo Bay 3, or Cargo Bay 2, where Koku has gone to her little aquarium where the rest of the lobsters are. And Koku's like, all right, gentlemen and ladies, I have the orders. You must procreate. I'm going to need a bigger vessel. Shit, I didn't requisition a bigger aquarium. Why didn't I think of this? Man, the captain's going to be so mad at me that I'm going to have to come with him in another requisition. Damn. But if I make him a really good lobster dinner, he'll probably think really good of me. Or is that bribery? I don't know how he feels about bribery yet. What's the worst that can happen? And that's when we cut to black, and that's where we end today's session.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's great.
Tactical lobster. Not words I'd expected to say.
Fantastic. Dude, spending momentum for lobster breeding was not on my list.
No.
I'm so glad it happened.
You can't make this stuff up, right?
Or, First Contact, Canadian War Crimes. Can't forget that either.
That was fantastic. It was so good.
Threat of tribble infestation.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I love you guys.
Yeah, these Ver are gonna
Rue the day they bumped into.
Yeah. These guys are gonna struggle.
Oh, I love it. All right,
mean,
well, stick around because we're going to raid somebody but YouTube. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, YouTube.